name's Edwin. 2 months ago, we came to this seminar, and my wife just reminded me that I couldn't sit in my chair. I had to stand up for the majority of the seminar because I can't sit for a long time because of hip pain. About 5 years ago, I started feeling this dull pain, and which I had to start eliminating things from my life. Every time I did something that hurt, I was like, okay, I can't do that anymore. I love to box. I love kickboxing. I practice martial arts. I had to eliminate all of it. I could, every time I go do it, I'd pay for 2 to 3 days of just pain. Not being able to sleep, not being able to walk, not being able to work right, to have fun. So I eliminated all that. Getting in and out of the car started getting really hard. So I put special steps on my Jeep so I can get in and out of my Jeep. So I had to modify my car so I can get in and out of my car. I'm also a musician. I'm a drummer. We sit and play for 3 hours, 4 hours at night. It got to the point where I was taking an anti-inflammatory, a painkiller, and about 3 shots of tequila to make it to the show. I love tequila, but now I was eating more than enjoying it. And I was the bare minimum. Sometimes I would have to go more. And when it became eating more and more just to get through a show, it got to the point where sometimes I couldn't even hold to eat. I was in so much pain that the band members would be looking at me like, what are you doing? Because I was in so much pain, I couldn't concentrate on the music anymore. So that was 2 of my passions that were going away. I'd already said goodbye to martial arts, pretty much, and now I had to say goodbye to music, and that was going to be really, really tough. Because outdoorsmen, that's what we are. The family likes to hike, go out to the woods, do things. Our hikes aren't really hikes. There's a reason I bought a Jeep, and we don't have to go hiking anymore. We can just drive to where we need to go, right? But we still like to get out and walk, and now those have to get shorter and shorter and shorter. 5 years ago, I went to orthopedic, said, knee pain and hip pain. He said, pick one. So I should start with the knee, and I ended up getting a surgery and getting my PCL replaced. Went through all the physical therapy, did everything I was supposed to do. I was a really good boy. All I wanted to do is start training again. Started training again, then my hip started hurting again. I was like, oh yeah, my hip hurts too. Went back, and they're like, arthritis, you can't do anything for you. They had said that to me from the beginning, I probably wouldn't have got my knee fixed. They went hand in hand. I still can't do what I want to do. A few years go by, I go see another orthopedic, get a second opinion, and I tell him I'm in a lot of pain, please help. And then he's like, you're too young for a hip replacement. You can't have one. I'm like, please. He's like, no, you're too young. Another year or 2 goes by, I go back, I was like, I'm really in a lot of pain now. They x-rayed me again, he said, you're still not a candidate, but if you're in enough pain, if it's quality of life is that bad, we'll give you a new hip. So I was planning it. I was en route to get in a hip replacement at 47 years old. Right, my mom's had it done, my uncles have had it done. I remember my family's got bad hips for some reason. We've all had it done, but I'm the only one doing it pre-50s. Everyone else did in their 60s, 70s, 80s. So we were close. We were real close. So what happened is, while I had all this going on, a few years ago my wife was diagnosed with MS. And that's what started our study into stem cell. Started hearing about it, started reading about it, started doing research, trying to figure out. We kept hearing all these wonderful things about stem cells and helping people with MS. And that was our focus. I could care less about my hip. You're right, I have somebody that's sick at home that we want to take care of. And so one day it just popped up on her phone. She's like, there's a stem cell seminar in Scottsdale, let's go. So let's go. We signed up, we came in. And like I said, we had done a lot of research, and what we were hearing is $50,000, $80,000, $40,000. You gotta go to Germany, you gotta go to Mexico, you gotta go overseas, it's gonna cost a lot of money. Like she said, embryonic stuff, you know, and you're like, yeah. So it was really scary until we heard her seminar. And she took everything we had seen and read and just lined it all up, kind of organized it for us. And all of a sudden, we had already knew a lot of this information, we just didn't know what to do with it. Now it's all lined up. It all made sense. So we could now go home with this information and say, okay, reprocess what we were looking at and what we're going to do. But what we discovered after seeing this whole thing, and she says, this is more for you than for me. It has nothing to do with my MS, but it has everything to do with your hip pain. So we made the appointment, and talked to the doctor, and she took my x-ray, and she said all the right things. She did. 2 weeks ago, the only regret I have is I wish I'd heard about it since way sooner. 2 months ago, I wouldn't have been able to get out of church like I did. Right? I haven't returned to martial arts yet because I don't think I have the green light yet. But as soon as I get the green light, I'm dying to get back on the mat, which is crazy. My physical therapist thinks it's crazy. I see them regularly for pain and to help me through this process. And And they laugh at me because you're just trying to get better so you can walk into a rink and get beat up by young people. I was like, well, that's what I'm trying to do. That is my goal right now. But it is the quality of life. And I'm gonna tell you right now, initially I got even scared. I went in, I had my shot, and that night, for the first time in 5 years, I slept without pain. I went the whole night without a single one, and that was the first night. The doctor called me that night and said, how are you feeling? And I was like, I'm feeling too good. It was kind of scary. I'm like, I don't know why I feel so good. I went for the walk that I was supposed to, and the walk did hurt. On the way back, I was sore. But I walked a little bit further than I remember walking a long time. But the fact that I slept that night without any pain right there, I would have wrote her another check for the same amount. Let's do it again. That was probably the biggest bang for the buck right off the bat. That first night, no pain. And I hadn't done that in years, 5 years, 6 years, 7. I can't remember the last time I went through the whole night without pain. Literally waking up 3-4 times a night with hip pain. Because I get in my favorite position, which is not my favorite position for my hip. And the minute my leg is straightened out, that shock, that pain, that wakes you right up, then that hour fall back to sleep. Immediately within a week, the guys at work noticed me running up and down ladders with no issue. And that's what it's been since. It's been these, oh my God, I can do this again moment. I was squatting down, looking at a computer on the side of a machine, we were talking, discussing, and after a few minutes I looked over at the guy and said, well, I was like, I'm squatting, I'm down here with you. A month ago I would have gotten a stool and I would have lowered myself into position, got on my knees and worked for a few minutes, then my knees would have hurt. I would have constantly been rotating in those positions to work. I squatted, did what I had to do, and I got back up. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but this was aha moment. So like, oh my God, I just did that. And more recently, our elevator broke at work on the back side of the building where we were, and I didn't want to walk all the way to the front side of the building to go up to my office, so I literally went up 4 flights of steps. Don't yell. I went up 4 flights of steps, and about the third flight, I started regretting it because of my cardio, not because of my hip. It was my cardio was gone. I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? But I realized that, yeah, I can feel it. You know, I'm not cured, I'm not a new man yet, but it was 3 flights of steps before I felt anything. And the last flight, it really didn't stop me. I still made it to my office. And when I got to the top floor, I was like, what's wrong with you? And it's only because I was out of breath. I don't limp anymore. I don't walk with a limp. Thanks to my physical therapists, they're helping me walk straight again. Because I've been walking with a limp for so long that I was having a hard time not walking with a limp. So they've been working on me. They see me, and we have a physical therapist in our office. So they see me walking the hall and they'll yell at me. It's like, hey, I'm like, oh, okay, what am I doing? Heel, toe, and I start working on it. But, you know, and they're grateful to have them in my facility. They're the ones that helped me with my knee, now they're helping me with my hip. And they've been watching me go through this. Another aha moment is I close my eyes when they're working on me because I would fight them. It's pain, you know, you fight back. And so I close my eyes and I let them manipulate me however they need to do what they need to do. And his name is Chris, and Chris was stretching out my hamstring, whatever he's doing, but he's leaning, he's got my leg against his body, he's leaning forward. He's like, hey, my wife, he's like, oh yeah. I opened up my eyes and my leg was right here. And I was like, and he's like, as long as he's known me, and it's been 6-7 years I've been knowing this guy, he's never been able to put my leg in that position. And he's just looking at me, he's like, what have you done? I was like, the shot. That's it. That's all I've done. Did my stem cell shot and followed the routine. Went to physical therapy, kept active. Did the exercise that I was allowed to do. Dying to do more. And of course I push it. I do push it. I literally do things now to see it like, that used to hurt. I'm missing if that hurts anymore, And so, and it's just been one situation like that after another. Just like, hey, I can do this again. I can do that again. And it's just, but really sleep. That's probably kind of the best way to put that on your presentation. I can sleep again without pain. I think I would give my left arm for that. The ability to sleep all night, without pain. Because that adds to the rest of it. If I sleep good, I'm rested, I can work, I can go work out, I can do whatever I have to do. I'm not tired all the time. It's just a chain reaction of things because of the hip pain that I had. I'm sorry, that was dying. I tried to stop my mom from her surgery. We missed it. We didn't get to her in time. I was really going to talk this lady out. I was like, no, don't. I was going to fly her out here and get her a shot. She's just like, no, don't do that. But by the time we got to California, she decided to go ahead and do it. But we were preaching it to everybody. And I'm probably the biggest cynic in the world about a lot of things, but we were inspired enough to seek out treatment, and we did it for my wife. We found a clinic somewhere else, and it was just we saw the positive result of one treatment for just my hip. I was like, so there's something to this, is what we said to ourselves. And so we fired up our research again, and the doctor answered questions when we had questions to ask. Hey, we found this, we found that, and she was there to help us, and we found somebody that could help us with my wife's MS, and we went. And then we immediately saw positive results there. So there's something to this company use, the STEM stuff, whatever you want to call it. There is something to it. I'd do it again in a heartbeat, you know. And if anybody's on the fence, yeah, I'd say no, don't. And you got nothing to lose. It was less or the same as our deductible for our insurance. That's the money I come up with, which is really good. Now I decided to pay. I paid double that for the quality of life that I've gotten back. And that's it. It's quality of life.